Hello, everyone, and welcome to the very first episode of our podcast series, Empower Her Voices. And this is an initiative of Pfizer Raja Empowerment Hub, where we actually aim to empower women by education, leadership, and opportunity and growth. And we believe that where women rise, communities rise. So we initiated this series in which we are inviting accomplished leaders and educationists from around the globe so that they can share their wisdom, perspective, and the experience that they gain, through which later on we can actually go on with the actionable items to improve empowerment opportunities in the rural areas of Pakistan. And today we have our esteemed guest, Ms. Heba Itani from Lebanon. She is a visionary leader who has more than 2 decades of experience in education, HR, and leadership. And she's currently the general manager of Seckle Group, where she's leading the strategic initiatives. And apart from that, she is a university lecturer in different international universities. And she's also an expert in delivering specialized trainings in HR, business, and management. So we are very glad to have you, Hiba, here for this first episode. And before that, we just start off with the series. I would really like to know it from your side that what was that particular thing which actually make you motivated or inspired to start a journey in the education?
Hello, Faiza. Thank you for picking me for the first episode. Faiza, we have in our countries, especially in Arab countries, we have lots of barriers. And me, as a passionate of breaking barriers, I took it on my shoulder to start the educational track. You
Hmm.
know that ladies in our countries, they face lots of discrimination issues, lots of unfair treatment due to the gender, exclusively
Yes.
to the gender. And I believe in the power of education. Having the power of education and knowledge equals millions of dollars for each person of us. So that's why I started the education track in my life. And I believe that each one of us, whenever he has or she has some educational knowledge, they should share it with others. They should share this knowledge and this power with others. We all have on our shoulders the mission of spreading knowledge and educations to others, especially for women as we are women.
True, true, true. It's very inspirational and great, mashallah. So, Hiba, what do you think? Because being there in the education sector for more than 2 decades, so the areas where particularly women are not getting equal opportunities when it comes to empowerment, may in the leadership roles or in the field of education as well, or via education. So, what do you think are those challenges which are creating hurdle for the women?
Well, actually, the challenges start from the culture, from the thoughts of people, from the background of people. Therefore, if we need to start on solving this problem, we need to start by educating people on this issue that we are equal, we have same opportunities, we have same thoughts. Even women are more strategically. um they think more strategically in a better way than men because they can do so many tasks at the same time, while men are can be only focused on one matter at a time. We are built like that. God created us like that. So we should start on working on the laws in the countries, on the educational system in the country, the books, the creating awareness, and we can benefit from the globalization. Now you are in Pakistan, I'm in Beirut. We can discuss. We can. Internet is accessible. We should make internet accessible to everyone to create awareness. We should work hand in hand in changing the laws to ensure. The existence of this and the application of this. We should work with governments as well So they have the most powerful tools in their hands. And the most importantly is to work on the awareness of women themselves, of the small girls at schools, at not school. Can you imagine the last statistics from UNICEF? 128 million women are not in schools till now. This is a very huge number, and this is not acceptable at all. Education should be free and accessible for every single woman. And I believe in something, Faiza. When you educate women, you are educating the society. You are
True.
creating powerful men even for the society. So giving the power for the one who is educating others, this is a good tool to have better cultures, better societies even.
True, true. And it's like very alarming number that you've shared, which is being shared by UNICEF. Like it's a lot, and there's a lot of work
Yes,
that
it is a
we,
very large one, and the
yes,
most reason behind it, it is poverty
okay,
and early marriages. And
exactly.
yeah, and in Africa, they are suffering from when they have a man, a little girl or a little boy, they prefer to give education to the little boy, and they remove the little girl from the school to get money. This is not acceptable anymore, especially we are
Yeah.
in 2024. Therefore, we as women, we should unite together to help these small girls to have access to education. And as I've mentioned before, we, me, you, and everyone who is educated, who has access to internet, we should all work together to create awareness whenever possible, whenever we can. We have to give
True,
something
true,
to our
and very well
generation.
said, Hiba. Yes. So the poverty and second thing you have mentioned early marriages. So you have actually pinned it spot on the point, which is actually the pain point due to which there's a lack of awareness. Then when a child who's not even fully aware of their own rights is being, pulled to something which is not even the right time for that particular girl. So yes, till the time we as women are not united, I don't think so that we are going to make that impact, because ripple impact effect will be created when we are together, and it starts from one step. So that's like very well
So,
said. So Hiba,
what
being a
what you
part,
are doing, Faiza, what you are doing is a great step, Faiza. You are creating awareness.
no,
We
thank
should
you so
work
much,
more.
because I will be needing support. Yes. So I'll be
Yeah, we
needing
should.
support from people like you who are already empowered. And then you, an
Correct.
empowered woman, empowered like you, will become a role model for other women that if she can do it, so we can also do
So
it.
we can
So
do it as well. Correct, correct. And we should create awareness for small little girls for their own power, their own what they should have. They should know that what is acceptable and not acceptable for them. Their own, yes, we should work on this. And by creating and empowering these small little ladies, you're empowering the future. You're
yes.
empowering they will be the next moms. So
True,
we
true.
should,
That's why, like,
yes,
we solely believe in that when women rise, communities rise. So this is like
yes,
very important. Well said. Well said.
exactly.
So Hiba,
And
being part.
we should mention that they can be leaders in the coming future.
Oh yes,
And
yes.
we already experienced men in leadership. We are facing lots of wars, lots of unfair treatments. Let's give these women the right to be in the leadership positions. Maybe we can have a better world free of
Hmm.
wars, because women, they think more and يعني they are not aggressive when
Hmm.
taking decisions. They take into consideration the families, the cultures, the houses, the
True.
peace. Maybe we will have a peaceful world.
Exactly, exactly. So, yes, the more we are going to create awareness from, specifically, you mentioned two very good topics starting from the poverty and early marriages. This is something we'll also keep in mind so that in future, when we are creating awareness sessions, we are definitely going to take these two things in line. So, Hiba, being part of a global community where you are actually creating impact on a very large scale. So, do you think there are any specific global strategies which have proven effective in women empowerment that we can somehow replicate with obviously different dynamics here in rural areas of Pakistan for the women particularly?
Uh, when I started the educational path, I faced lots of problems. First, I was divorced, a single mom for two kids, uh, no money, no resources, no funding. So
Wow.
it was very hard to me, especially that education in Lebanon is not for free. You have to pay, and we pay a lot. It's very expensive in Lebanon. It was a hard pass, but I passed it, and I insist in all my sessions and training sessions to mention this to show them that you can succeed. Whenever you have a determinate goal, you can succeed. What I try to help or to mention that we need to help these women financially, at least to support them financially, to have the luxury to continue their education and their higher education. This will help a lot, and this needs funding from the government and the NGOs and the social activism in all countries. This will help to bring fundings, and we have lots of international organizations that are ready to help to support in
Exactly.
this purpose and to help these little girls to get education.
Great. You're perfectly, I agree with you because once these specific areas or those people have enough funding, they can actually create those skill based education apart from the traditional mode of education through which they can create their livelihood. If,
Yeah,
for example,
exactly.
someone is good in writing, she can be a good poet and she can be a good sports woman and she can be into any profession that she wished to. So,
Correct.
yes, exactly. So, the thing which it just came into my mind while you were sharing about this. So, do you think that, before this step, before even bringing them into this education where they will be graduating from their primary years to lower secondary, how effective a parenting can be? Because at home, if she is being deprived of the basic rights, if she is facing discrimination from the parents generally, and if we talk about Arab society or even Pakistani or Asian society, so that dominance of male over female in certain areas where decision making, number one, her own choice, freedom of speech or freedom of choosing anything which is right for her. So do you think being a woman and being a mother, so it's like very important for us at a stepping stone, okay, this is how we are going to upbring our daughter, but we need to work on her mindset. How important do you think it is?
It's very important, and that's why we can benefit from the internet. The internet, it's almost a free tool. We can create awareness platforms like this one, exactly like this one, bring people who have the experience, who can create awareness for these women in the houses, even for the men, the fathers.
True. True.
They should have this awareness and the importance of having educated little
Mhm.
girl in the house.
True.
We can create brochures distributed to the houses. We can make TV programs, radio programs, school visits. It's
Mhm.
very important. We can create awareness through the teachers in the schools,
Yes. True.
working on them. But the most important tool now that we can benefit a lot from it is technology. because it's easy
Yes.
accessible. We can
Yes.
use Instagram, by the way, through the social media platforms to create awareness. But, and
Hmm.
a big but, we should have the real people to make this awareness, because now there are lots of pop-ups people
Hmm.
who name themselves trainers, educators, and they are not able to give the right information in the right way. So
Yes.
we have to pick selectively these people to start
Hmm.
creating the awareness.
Yes. Very important point that you have shared regarding the awareness for fathers. So this
Yes,
is something you have, yeah, pointed it very well, because at the end of the day, who
they
are
are
there?
the decision makers in the houses.
Exactly. And then even when that girl is going to be a woman and stepping into the professional era, she's going to face all those. So if they will be groomed well and they are
Can
aware
you
of,
imagine, Faiza, me myself? I wanted to be an engineer, electrical engineer. My
okay,
father didn't accept. He told
oh,
me it's for men. What are you picking? What is this? They don't believe even in the equality and opportunities and the abilities of women. So what we should work on as well is to let her, each lady, to believe in her potentials, in her KPIs, knowledge, skills, abilities. Uh, we should know that each woman of us is special. God created her with specialty that is unique. No one can replace you. No one can replace us. So when you believe in this and your potential, you can do what you can never imagine to reach.
yes, then this woman can do wonders actually.
Yes, yes,
I can
exactly.
I can actually relate with you, because unfortunately, when a girl is choosing a certain profession, she's being told, "Oh, that's meant for the boys." So even the professions are being labeled
Yeah,
with
yeah,
gender,
yeah. No
which
equal
makes sense.
opportunities. And
Yeah.
some ladies, they also believe in this because of their parents' thoughts. So they
Hmm.
transfer their thoughts to their children, and this is
Children.
not correct at all. And I want to emphasize on something, Faiza. If you are
Yes.
successful, no one will replace you. We
Oh
can
yes.
both be successful. There's no
Yes.
competition in success. We
Hmm.
can both be very successful in a fair competition. So no
True.
one can take the place of others. This
No
is a
one.
very important issue. Every woman can be successful. Every
Yes.
woman can be in the first steps, in the first,
True.
very first.
True, and by focusing on the thing that you've just said, so I'm just keeping on pondering. So we are going to actually invite male leaders from
Yes,
around the world to join
yes,
us for this thing, so that we should know it from their side as well. Okay, so what is there in your mind through which we can actually create this impact? So we are in 2024 right now, right? So you are already aware of the global challenges that a woman is facing almost in different regions and areas. The dynamics are different, but the problems are still there when it
yes.
comes to empowerment, and particularly in education. So, do you think that after good 5 to 10 years, the kind of the kind of inner realization that a girl is having right now, because it's changed as compared to if we go back 10 years, because at that time nobody was like, okay, fine, what empowerment is. So do you think after good 5 to 10 years, the statistics which you have shared, 128 million, if I'm not wrong,
Very
right,
big number.
is it going to change, or will it? So what specific thing is going to bring in change? Yes, education is there. People are trying to make their daughters empowered by putting them into good school, colleges and universities, and then trying to empower them by joining the profession that they want to. Today we have scientists, women scientists, women going to space, women going to medical, and just name the profession and they are there. And with the arrival of STEM education from last 1 decade, so it's creating a ripple effect around the globe. It's not, I'm not going to say that it's almost there in the underdeveloped countries like here in Pakistan, but now the wave of that awareness has started. So after 5 to 10 years, where do you think this is it going to be any change, or still we'll be discussing about these issues?
Well, I believe if our generation will start what you are doing now,
Hmm.
in 5 years, we will be discussing uh, the same topics in a different way. We'll be discussing the equality between men and women because I believe in the power of women and I
Hmm.
believe how successful they can be at work. Trust me, I work in a company. We are
Okay.
450 employees, only 10 are women,
Oh,
the
out
number.
of
But
50.
these 10 are in the most importantly يعني top positions in the
Mhm.
company. And this is a very remarkable issue. At universities where I teach, we have more women teaching than men because teaching is giving and
Yes.
women are experts in giving.
True,
So
true,
if
true.
you are not, if you don't have a high humanity issues, please don't go into education because
Yes.
education is purely giving.
Giving, yes. You
We
have
are not,
actually
yeah.
beautifully
People
narrated
who
it.
work in education should not wait for what they are getting in return.
Hmm.
Education is a very high humanitarian issue that
Yes.
only people who have high values should be in this industry because
Uh,
these people are working on the coming
Generation.
societies, on the coming people. So please, people who are not with high values, please
Yes.
don't enter this industry. So
True, true.
after 5 years, if we have good plans, if we put strategic plans, and if we follow the implementation of these plans together, governments, NGOs, people, society can work together. I think we will be in a better place. And don't forget, after 10 years, it's our children who will be in our shoes. And I
Yes.
guess me and you and the people like us, they will be doing a very great job because I believe my kids are better human than me. And
True.
I worked on this to have better people than us. So I
True.
guess we'll be in a very good place if we do what we have talked about.
Great. Hiba, you have beautifully narrated. I love the thing that you have said that women are expert in giving and education is about giving. So you have actually narrated the overall perspective of that.
Exactly.
So it's a holy profession actually. It's not
Yes,
like a holy, I would rather not say it as a profession, it's a cause. Because cause
yes.
is always something which is creating a positive impact, and the effect is on generations.
Aida, you cannot imagine my feelings when one of my students, after my instruction, she reaches a high place in at work in any industry. I feel I am the one who succeeded, not her. So the feeling it cannot be expressed
It's phenomenal.
honestly. And
Mm.
I insist, even in my courses, my lectures that are business, pure business, and HR and management, I insist every time to talk about something that they can help, that it can help them in the future to be used on personal level, as moms, as fathers, even.
Mm.
Uh, this is very important. Education, it's not about the lecture. It's
Mm.
about
True.
opening their eyes,
Yes.
them tools in life and society, how to act, how to respect others.
True.
Uh, so it's as if I'm giving eyes to them to see
Mm.
the world in different eyes.
To see different, yes, it's very well said. So, Hiba, you have already actually the next question that I was just about to ask. So, I assume that you have already answered because you said that for every single woman, she should believe in herself because you have said that no one can replace you if you have confidence in your own self. So,
Correct.
in continuation of the same statement that you have said based on your experience, what is something that you want to give as a message to the girls, to the women who are out, who are studying right now, who are like struggling for their profession or in any phase of life? So what message, how can like they believe in themselves? Because at times women are stuck that, okay, from where should we start? How can we believe in ourselves? Because we are facing blah 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 these issues, right? So there are different dynamics that they're facing. So what is that can overcome the fear coming between this thing through which they can actually have faith in their own self?
Well, I insist on believing in themselves, and believe me, there's no barriers. They should break all barriers. And I'm not going that they will succeed. I'm not saying that they will succeed always, but I
Right.
believe that in every failure, you have a lesson, and this lesson will
Exactly.
help you to succeed in the next step.
Very
So
much.
I believe that every failure is a milestone to start again and again. Uh, I believe that each one of us has a mission in this life, and we
Hmm.
are here to apply this mission. So
Yes.
each lady has her own mission. I want
Hmm.
her to believe in herself, to put a great target, and to do all what is needed to reach this target. And I insist that each one of us should work on their education, reading books, reading articles, checking online, Google any ideas. Uh, it's nice. Education, it opens our eyes. And above all, since we are talking about globalization, we should believe in our humanity, and we are all equal. W- it's
True.
it's the same. You are living in Pakistan, I live in Beirut. We have the same level of humanity and equality. So the only
True.
difference is what you have as skills and what I have as skills. So each
Hmm.
one should work on his own skills, knowledge, and ability to enhance them to reach the mission we are born for.
Great, great. Hiba, a very deep message and yet effective as well. And for the audience and to whom like we are going to reach. So as Hiba said that it's all about the barrier is over here in your mind. So it's not like,
Yes,
as you said that there's no guarantee that you are going to succeed in the first attempt. You just keep on trying and trying and trying and never give up. So it was a great conversation with you, Hiba, first of all. And the basic thing that was a learning point for me as well is that you have actually mentioned this thing that apart from taking women on board, we need to take fathers and men on board in this journey because they are an equal member when it comes to the
exactly.
even
Together we
though,
build the society together.
yes, exactly, exactly, we have
And
to go
trust
hand
me,
in
when
hand.
you have a partner who believes in your potential, you will succeed even more
Exactly, exactly,
because
yeah,
he
yeah,
will
that's
push you,
very
he
important.
will guide you, he will support you.
Mhm. And you always need that support. You just can't do
Yes,
it on your own. It's not about
yes,
one person. There's no one man army. So it's like one plus one plus one, and it keeps on going.
exactly,
Exactly.
exactly.
So,
That's why we name them as partners. A partner
yes,
is a supporter. He's there
supporters.
to guide you. Correct.
True, true. Heba, thank you for taking the time to share your wisdom, perspective, and beautiful opinions that you have based on practical applications, not something that is there in the book. You have actually experienced it, and the way you have shared it, it's commendable. And thank you so much. It means a lot. And thank you for all those who are watching us. And soon, inshallah, we are going to be back with another episode with accomplished and visionary leaders like Hiba as well. And Hiba, prayers for all our brothers and sisters in Lebanon for their
Thank you.
safety and
Thank
well
you,
being
my
as
dear.
well. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
And
Thank you.
see you
Looking
all
forward for
again.
another episodes, inshallah.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely. Thank you so much.
Inshallah.
Thank you.
Thank you.